Welcome back. You made it. It is week 2 of our Agentic Process Automation Training Camp. I am so excited to kick off week 2 with you as we build on the foundation that was established last week. Now, this week we're going to be focusing on building familiarity with the skills that are used by AI agents, the essential capabilities that will power your agentic automation solutions. Now, before we dive too much into this week's content, I want to do a quick recap of what we covered in week 1. We started off with an introduction into agentic process automation concepts, and we kind of established a framework and a solid understanding of what makes agentic process automation different from traditional automation approaches. We also introduced and explored the Automation Anywhere Pathfinder Framework, which represents the different dimensions of a thriving automation program. And understanding this framework is going to be really helpful for the rest of this learning trail because we're going to always be orienting ourselves in that framework for the rest of the topics that we're learning about. We also discussed a little bit about how to align your automation program with broader organizational objectives. And this is really important for ensuring that your efforts contribute directly to business success and the outcomes that your organization is going after. You learned some about our APA Enablement Framework, which serves as your implementation roadmap. And finally, we started talking about the 3 T's. What are they? Hopefully you remember: type, technology, and talent, which form the core pillars for analyzing agentic automation opportunities. That foundation is exactly what you need to move forward into week 2 of our APA training camp, where we're going to be focusing on the governance aspects of leading an agentic process automation program. Now, before you turn this off and say governance is not fun, let me tell you about what we're learning about this week. This week, we're going to be exploring several key areas that will help you build an effective governance strategy around your AI-powered automation initiatives. We're going to start with taking a look at developing talent for an agentic process automation program. A lot of words there. We're identifying the key personas, the skills, the training strategies needed to support your AI-powered automation initiatives, both inside and even outside of your immediate team. Next, we're going to look at monitoring and optimization of agentic process automation capabilities, learning how to measure and improve your automated process performance in a production environment through key metrics and continuous optimization. We're also going to explore how to manage agentic automation risk effectively, assessing, mitigating, and monitoring risks in your AI-powered automations while balancing out governance and human oversight. Then we're going to talk some about controlling access and auditing use, implementing access controls and audit mechanisms to ensure that your agentic automation solutions are being used securely and responsibly. And much of this is unique to Automation Anywhere's platform. And finally, we're going to talk about testing generative AI and exploring some different methodologies to evaluate AI agent performance and generate stakeholder confidence in the AI-powered automation outcomes that your stakeholders are concerned with. Now, while the training on its own is great, I do want to share some additional tips to help you get the most out of this week's training. First, evaluate your current governance approach. Do you have frameworks in place for talent and risk and testing? Where are the gaps? Next, identify your biggest capability gaps. Which of these governance areas needs the most attention within your organization? Do you even have a governance strategy? These are important questions to ask. It's also really important to meet with your team and develop what we're calling your competency matrix. If you have one already, great. This can be an opportunity to make sure it's up to date. If you don't have a competency matrix or you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine too. We're going to walk you through all of that. And this is a great way for an automation program leader to have visibility into where the team is strong, where you have some gaps, and how you can co-design your development plans with your team. The discussion guide and the team activity in this week's game plan will help to structure all of those conversations and give you the assets you need to be successful. Also, I'll say don't forget to share all of your top lessons learned using the hashtag APA Training Camp on social media. It's been awesome to see all the lessons learned from week 1, and I want that to continue because it's great for all of us to learn. This is a great way to connect with other leaders and learn from their experiences, and so I would encourage you to share. We're building a community of practice around agentic process automation, and your insights contribute to everyone's success. As always, we're here to help make you successful. If you have leadership-related questions, running a program, or governance challenges, be sure to visit our Automation Anywhere community forums, where you can connect with other like-minded experts and peers on governance topics and everything in between. I'd also encourage you to connect with fellow automation leaders who may be facing similar governance or agentic automation adoption challenges, or maybe they've discovered some effective approaches that they want to share. The community learns faster when we all share our successes and challenges, so consider how you can contribute to that conversation as well. I am genuinely excited to see how you're going to apply these new governance frameworks and these new tools to your automation initiatives. Week 2 is where we move from understanding what agentic process automation is to leading its responsible implementation across your agentic automation program. Good luck. I can't wait to see how you transform your automation program with effective APA governance. Thanks for watching, enjoy this week's courses, and I'll see you next week.